Smiling broadly, President Nicolas Maduro arrived at the Supreme Court for a hearing before electoral chamber judges. It was a formality to accelerate Maduro's strategy to obtain the court's approval of July 28th's highly contested presidential election results. The Supreme Court is controlled by government loyalists, so the move is highly unlikely to resolve the uproar over who really won. The Electoral Council is yet to publish the tally sheets, as the law requires, but says Maduro won by 51% of votes. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez dismissed calls at home and abroad for an internationally supervised audit.
There's international hysteria about the tally sheets. They could make a Netflix series called The Venezuelan Tallies, Collective Hysteria.
Opposition leaders instead suggest the electoral drama should be called How to Steal an Election. The opposition has allegedly obtained and published tally sheets of 81% of Venezuela's electronic voting machines, presumably smuggled to them by sympathetic members of the Electoral Council. If valid, they indicate that President Nicolas Maduro in fact lost the election by a hefty margin. He was asked if he would allow for dialogue with opposition leader Maria Corina Machado, against whom an arrest warrant has been issued.
I think the only one who has to negotiate with the Machado law in this country is the general prosecutor. She should surrender, face it, and answer for the crimes she committed.
Meanwhile, families and supporters of more than 2,000 people under arrest, including 100 minors, have held a vigil for their release.
In Venezuela, we are living in constant fear. We are afraid as a family, but we must raise our voice because anyone here who dares speak against the regime can become a political prisoner.
A situation that has alarmed the entire region, which is worried that the heightened tensions will spearhead a greater exodus of Venezuelan migrants throughout the Americas. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.